Hi guys, and welcome to the Rainbow Six Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video highlights of the match between Vivo Keyed Stars and FaZe Clan during the Brazil League 2024 Stage 2. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
The multiple angles, the Dokkaebi's roaming around underneath, KDS looking to just pop up and make a problem wherever he can. So yeah, what's going on from FaZe at the minute?
I was about to say, yeah, no one has really died. We've had both the Dokkaebi calls come out, all the utility has been used across the teams, and no one have really fell. They do finally find that little roaming Dokkaebi off by herself, lurking in lair down below, trying to hope to catch someone, but has now been taken out. Down to these last 30 seconds, and you can tell it's a new map. FaZe feel a little bit unsure what the hell they're coming up against here, and Keyed Stars are just picking them off as they try and work their way forward, yet don't really look too under pressure themselves.
Yeah, like you say, FaZe just stalling out a little bit. I think they got that good early work done. Handy's going to give away his position with the flashbang going out, and this could be flawless for Vivo Keyed.
But it depends if they can catch out those that are roaming upstairs before they get away safely. You've got the red ping coming on through, so they've got an idea, and they know that he's trapped inside a bathroom. He's got to get across, but it's
the amount of space that is being covered, but also the opportunity for somebody like Dokkaebi stealing those cams.
That's it, and here we go. The pressure comes.
Have to really use their heads here about how they're going to create that space. The next kill really needs to go to FaZe. If Vivo Keyed Stars are able to pick one of them up, it's going to be difficult for them to create the space they need for Handy to be able to put the diffuser down, and there it comes again. Keyed managed to get two at the right time. They find a third. Can they take him down? Yes, King is finished. And
walking into this a little bit blind, and all Keyed Stars are looking to do then is leave a player or two in a bit of an off angle, a weird position that you wouldn't expect. And let's be honest, there aren't many expectations on Lair so far, and you start losing players. For the most part, they've got all the defenders forced back down towards site, but that is when the C4s start going skywards. Down goes Souls.
Yeah, there's a lot of verticality on Lair, as we've said, and FaZe have been trying to use that to their advantage this time around. You know, they got themselves established up above, and they were really trying to work down from, you know, sort of Lockers Labs and into Lockers Labs and just really try to apply that pressure. But it's just not happened for them. They've been taught a lesson that those verticals work both ways. The Nitro hitting its mark, a lot of the floor is destructible, so not a surprise to see that, and we've just got a situation now where FaZe, 19 seconds left to go. They're starting to find a bit of damage.
Handy's found himself going down here. No entry on towards the defensive side. Keyed Stars are just taking little pop shots at the side of FaZe wherever they have the chance to find it. Lender finally being caught out.
Get to the 30 seconds remaining mark, and then they start to stall out. This time, they've got to make sure that there's a sharp end to that push.
Absolutely got to make move as a team really is the key one, and that's not the way to do it, man. Stemp finds himself at second. 10-0 he now finds himself at. Surely he dies here. He finds one and he dies. FaZe are leaning in towards that global utility to try and make any kind of push happen. And here we go, ready for a 1 versus 1. Step out here and Stemp. I tell you what, this man is built different today. 13-0 he now is.
So unfortunate there as well. You see his ADS just drop as the engagement comes. Stemp manages to take the last 11 points of life that King had. That puts him on 14-0. Make it 15-0, Des. Why not make it 15-0 in 5 rounds?
Stop! This is a joke! Everything's a first shot headshot as well. He's not even having to go through the body. He's running around with a UMP, for God's sake. Yet he's landing everything he needs to completely decimate FaZe. And the worst part is, Tim, this is a major winning team as well. FaZe are one of those teams that we know are one of the best in the world. Yet they're feeding Stem a 1v1 after a 1v1 after a 1v1 after a 1v1. And Cyber is going to be shitting his pants right now. Where is Stem? Where's that UMP? Where's his ace going to come from? Because I'm pretty sure at this point it's a guarantee. He's hunting him down, Tim. You just know that he's chasing it.
You just know he's chasing it. You know he wants it, and you know that the rest of the team is going to
from the end of the world because FaZe are under a bit of pressure now, Tim. We've only got 50 seconds left to play.
Exactly, the air jab goes in. That's just going to prevent a little bit of movement. That's not ideal. Getting drawn out, and FaZe need to capitalise, and they do. They step in and manage to get the down, but Daffodil is there, picking up Handy. 4 versus 3, effectively. 3 versus 3 at the minute, but once again, FaZe are just being held out of sight. But no, Vivo Keyed Stars, they're starting to lose their grip on this basement site. They're running in to the ADS. They're running into the gunfire of FaZe. The diffuser is going down. King, he manages to stick it, and it's all
angles are locked off. They aren't getting flanked later into the round. They're slowly trying to force all of these players on FaZe back towards site. In fact, Cyber, I was going to say, was the last man standing that wasn't playing down in the basement. He's now gone. The last
defenders now to push them back out and create that bit of space to put the diffuser down.
That's the battle, isn't it? Souls was looking to try and go for a flank, but you're being held back by the Dekebi. You've got the gridlock traps going down as well. Just so much working against you. Down to the final two players. Stemp is fuming that he can't get a kill here. He's really trying to look and find anything that he can. But as it stands, by the looks of it for me, FaZe are being picked apart here at the seams, piece by piece. Stemp's going to fall down as KDS picks him up. That's down to the final one, though. It doesn't matter what they seem to do. There's always another Vivo Keystars player ready to pick one up, and now they know where the last man is too. Stuck between both sides. Nomad as well. Neskin putting a lot of utility in towards the entry point to the building.
If that first one's caught the door for him, it shouldn't be there.
Missed. Oh, and there we go. Stemp steps up, finds one, but Handy's there for the trade.
Sends him back to the shelf to sit and wait.
Well, they have a single impact to their name, I imagine, the back pocket of the Vigil here for them to try and work with, which is a little bit a lot. What a C4! Thought it servers as well, I might add. That Nitro just coming out of the door and picking up 1.5, doing some damage to Miracle as well. So 3 versus 4 right now. FaZe seem to be settling into this defense a bit more as Vitaking manages to find one. Miracle does go on a fight back, 2 versus 3, but with 20 seconds left to go, they get hit on the flank. It's one for Handy. He can't get the second, but with 13 seconds left to go, this is a tall order now for Daffodil. Has no idea where he's being shot from either. That's the funny thing about newer maps like these. It will just take you a bit of time to learn about all these angles. What a shot that he's found.
Think about getting the diffuser down. The problem that they've got, of course, is that the breaches come from Selma charges, so it's going to be a hop in. It's not going to be a walk in like a Thermite would be, but getting one kill is certainly going to be helpful. But Miracle is down himself, as you say, on the gridlock and finished off 4 versus 4.
Just for a softball, he got the upper hand in the round. Still a 4 versus 4. Another one starting to shape up here as Lender's got the right sort of idea, knows that it might be coming. The smoke coming out, expects to swing, and right idea. Baits Cyber into the swing and takes his life for it.
It's worth remembering as well, of course, if Vivo Keystars are able to get this round 1, as it looks like they could in the 3v2, 3v1, as Daffodil picks up Vitaking. Top spot is on the line for them. It may change as the night goes on, but a full 3 points will send them to the top of the table. KDS, he fights back, but the diffuser's going down. Activates the glasses, but it's not going to help him as he can't get the angle onto the planter, and he's now fighting not only against 2, but against the clock. He finds 1. Can he find the second? He knows they're going to be outside the breach. He sees his man. He manages to tag some shots, but surely Neskin is just going to keep himself out of danger now.
Oh, surely he should, right? But that's really going to force the Warden to have to be the one to make a move. Has got a good angle here as well, potentially tucked away. Might be able to stick this one unless Neskin makes his move now. He's going to start moving, but Tim is too late. He's going to fall. He's going to find his man, but he just won't do it. A pick most teams would choose to make these days, admittedly, if not for the gun, more than anything else. In a spot there where the Blitz is now on his march on forward. This is what we were on about here. Straight inside, sees one off towards his light. It's ringing around the rosies, Tim. Eventually gets shot in the back by KDS, and very nearly there. Lender managed to cause a little bit of trouble, a bit of drama in the back line. Instead, finds himself shut down. Daffodil balancing things back out to a 4v4 as we hit the last 60.
Lender got unlucky with a bit of bad siege time in there as he went in. His first flash missed, but it was well played from FaZe, just giving him the razzle-dazzle to get around on his rear side and find the kill as Vitaking manages to find Miracle. It's all going in FaZe's favour. And I said that this was a team that had the capability to fight back, Des. I said that they were the team that could come back from 6-1, and they are certainly doing that. They are swinging at Vivo Keystars at the minute. 1 versus 2 access into site. The one thing that they're missing at the minute is a kill.
Just look at how spread as well the attackers are overall. You've got 2 players still up on the second floor. You've got 1 way down in basement, 2 hanging around the first floor. It's a real spread overall. It was Stemp actually who's by himself, who's gone hunting after Handy and has been shut down in the process. Here, they're trying to make their push happen, Tim. Trying to step forward. Of course, you can hear the Malusi going off. You've got the... I thought I heard a Fenrir for a second, but he's not even on side. They've got enough things to attract them and force them back either way. Smokes to force them back too. Down to 20 HP, the Osler is not looking the best for a plant coming out from her in this round.
That was a really good throw from Souls. I mean, we know his ability as a smoke player, but Lender taking an absolute ton of damage getting out of that smoke. He had to be careful with his movement. Of course, he didn't want to, expose himself to getting shot, but it just meant he was taking so much damage along the way. 5 seconds left to go. They're not going to be able to go in here with any real time left. They're just going to have to try and throw it down wherever they are. And They've actually been really good on the entry, but now in the last 3 rounds, FaZe have been able to lock out that first kill without a trade, and it's really starting to hurt Vivo Keydstars.
You know what? FaZe are going to be on the defense because they were the one who banned away Labs, meaning Vivo Keydstars got to choose starting side. They'd have chose defense. Then it goes over to FaZe for where they start in overtime. If they didn't choose defense, they are literally throwing the game away. But I do expect this will probably carry on, and FaZe will be the ones to walk away the winner.
Certainly possible, and from a 5-0 start, that is going to hurt Vivo Keydstars for sure. They know that they could have taken 3 points off one of the big boys here, but it doesn't look likely at this point. 4 versus 1, Lender with it all to do, 11 HP. This round is already pretty much in the history books. FaZe have got enough experience to know that they don't need to peek here. KDS does it just for the fun of it because he knows he's got another 3 to close it out if it goes wrong, but they're just going to hold their angles for 20 seconds now and wait for Lender to have to push in.
They are, and that means overtime is abound, and as we said, I imagine FaZe will be the one starting off on the defensive side. I think they'll start things off in the basement given where they started this half, unless they've learned more stuff as this half has gone by, like, oh, actually find ourselves preferring the top floor. We'll see as we get towards that point, but this one is cooked, and my God. So far, no kills come on through. No one gone too aggressive. FaZe are just going to sit tight.
Yeah, keep an eye on KDS above as we get in towards the late round as well. 2 impacts in pocket will be able to create
Same C4 again.
Those vertical angles. Same C4. Cyber's going to hit Miracle, and that gives a big advantage to FaZe. 54 seconds left, and that means KDS can play the entire round above. Wait with those impact nades, drop him above any potential plant, and help his team in that way.
This will start trying to maybe start to make his move now as he can. 2 kills coming in for FaZe here, and Timmy is looking absolutely miserable. Stent might collect one for himself, but these kills feel like a rarity. Nothing like the ones that he was finding a good 7 or 8 rounds back. No C4 over the top, though, admittedly, to try and catch out these players on the push forward. So they'll have a little bit more freedom here to start challenging in towards Mask. And this is one of the default plant spots for those who don't know. Very common to see this be an entry point in towards the map and a point where you're looking to get an execute being pulled off. So they're in a good position for it. They found one back onto the other side as well. So I'd say overall, actually, FaZe are on course to be in a spot to make an attack happen.
Potentially. I think there's still more work to be done on the breach. We saw a Selma charge taken out. It was only breached once. I'm pretty sure that's what we've just heard, though. So that should now give them the access that they need. Handy manages to pick up Daffodil, so that's a good advantage for them. 4 versus 3. 3 versus 3, though, as the kills continue to fly in. Handy with one of his own. 1 versus 3. Surely this is the moment for FaZe. They've got their confidence up. Are they able to close this out? They know where the last man is, the Nitro. Ooh, I thought that was going to be successful, but no, the plant goes down elsewhere, and Neskin finds himself in a 1v3.
Got it all to do, I think, and no hope of it. 15 HP to his name. A single bullet will be enough to put him in the grave, and FaZe, what a monumental comeback they've just managed to pull off when it really looked